welcome to McBain's graduating ceremony for the class of 2024. If you could remain standing with us. I knew I was going to get that collective sigh when I started seeing people sit down. If you could just remain standing for us with the national anthem. Gentlemen, if you could remove your caps. If you are a former or active military, we ask that you, if you feel comfortable, please render the proper salute. Thank you. You may now be seated. And at this time, I would like to invite Trey Bovin up for opening remarks.
Good evening. It is my honor to finally welcome and introduce you to the class of 2024. Before I start, I would like to begin by thanking the McBain Rambler community for the continuous support throughout the years. Whenever we were in need of something, you all stepped up in order to make this year the best year possible. I would also like to give a special thank you to Mr. Gary Vanna for doing his best to make our senior year the most memorable year of our lives. The hard work and dedication you have put into planning the senior trip, organizing events, and setting up fundraisers hasn't gone unnoticed, and we can't thank you enough. Thank you to my mom for always being at every event, supporting me and cheering me on, and for giving me life lessons, even when I wasn't in the mood to hear it. And thank you to my dad for always pushing me the hardest in everything I did, again, even when I wasn't in the mood to hear it. My fellow friends, we did it. What a ride it has been. We faced many challenges, from intense football games on the playground to our junior high era getting cut short due to COVID. Virtual classes, learning to be stellar students from our beds, to entering high school actually excited to return to school. We have accomplished so much together. We're in a class of incredible athletes. We made it to the Final Four, woo! And we're talented musicians, fine artists, and brilliant students. And we have saved countless lives by our outstanding blood drives. Class of 2024, let's show the world what we're made of and make McBain proud. As we move forward in our journeys, never lose sight of who you are and continue to work hard and make a difference in this world. As my mom always says, follow your heart and not the crowd. Be a voice and not an echo. Congratulations, class of 2024. I love you all.
Thank you, Trey. At this time, I'd like to begin the introduction of senior scholars. This year, we will be honoring a select group of students as our senior scholars. These senior scholars are recognized in place of the traditional valedictorian and salutatorian. Senior scholars are selected on the basis of both their SAT and their GPA. The combination of these two scores creates a numerical ranking. The top 10 students of this year's graduating class will be honored as a senior scholar. Tonight's honorees are wearing a gold medallion, signifying their selection as a senior scholar. Will the following students please stand as I read your names for recognition? Please hold your applause until all are standing. Tessa Felsk, Ryan Kirkby, Carson Meyering, Cameron Nethaway, Jeremiah Quist, Amelia Scheel, Rebecca Smith, Keegan Weaver, Mackenzie Zeiderveen, and finishing with a perfect 4.0 GPA, Brecken Cotter. Congratulations. At this time, Brecken Cotter will share her thoughts with us as a senior scholar.
Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and class of 2024. For those of you who don't know, my name is Brecken Cotter, and it is an honor and privilege to be able to speak to you on this special day. I'm going to try and not make this a long, sappy speech about how sad graduation is, because truly it's one of the most beautiful moments of our lives. However, if you know me, it's probably going to be a little bit sappy. To the class of 2024, well, today might bring you many emotions: sad, nervous, bittersweet, or maybe just excited. There are a few things that I would like to mention that I hope you can remember throughout your next chapter. I hope this special day reminds you how capable you are. These past 13 years have proved that you are capable of learning, growing, and finding your way through hardships. You have been challenged, pushed outside your comfort zone, experienced failure, and probably been pretty uncomfortable during some moments. But as you look back, I hope you can see how your failures have led to growth and shaped you into the individual you are today. As this beautiful chapter comes to an end, let us not forget our hardships we had to endure that ultimately led to this moment. Not just the pandemic or the toilet paper shortages, but the everyday challenges we all face that nobody sees. Relationship problems, friendship breakups, spiritual battles, sporting challenges, family issues, mental health battles, and each and every other little hardship we all overcome and have become better people because of it. Looking back, I hope you can be thankful for more than just that Quizlet that helped you pass chemistry, or the friend that let you copy your Algebra 2 homework. I hope you have learned how to be thankful for your worst days, because they're shaping you into a better person. I hope you have learned to enjoy the passage of time and just be yourself each and every day. More importantly, when you face hardships in your next chapter, I hope you look back and are reminded that you have made it through 100% of your hardest days. I hope these past 13 years have taught you that change is inevitable, so you might as well embrace it. I hope today reminds you to celebrate your victories, especially your small ones. I hope today reminds you to live and learn. Life goes on. You will forgive, you will heal from what broke you, and you can grow and change into a better version of yourself. I hope today reminds you how strong you are, because every time you thought you couldn't make it through, here you are. Now, this next piece of advice is not just for my classmates, but for each and every person in this room. Of course, it comes from the one and only Mrs. Hamlet. And while it might seem a little bit dramatic, the short phrase has really changed my perspective on life. If you've had the privilege to have Mrs. Hamlet as a teacher, you probably know exactly where I'm going with this. During one of her famous Life Lesson Wednesdays, our class got stuck on the topic of the future and the many changes and anxiety that comes along with it. I'd also like to add a very important piece of this story is that I was in English 11 with a class full of girls. Not a single boy, just girls. And as you can imagine, and as we all knew, there were so many emotions about this topic. Thankfully, Mrs. Hamlet always seemed to say the right things at the right time. Like everyone else in this room today, nobody in my class particularly loved talking about the future or changes or the many emotions that came with it. And if you're a junior right now and your heart just sank because you have no idea what you want to do after high school, if you want to pursue a trade, if you want to go to college, what college, or if you just want to live in your parents' basement for the rest of your life, I have one piece of advice. Do not worry about your future. Now, Mrs. Hamlet's advice for worrying about the future is this: be where your feet are. I remember hearing this phrase coming out of Mrs. Hamlet's mouth and immediately writing it down because it's something I really struggle with. To be completely honest, I have lived my whole life so stressed about the future. I'm always thinking, what if this or what if that I often forget I'm living in an answered prayer. I'm always looking forward to the next thing, the next day, the next chapter. I sometimes become obsessed with my future, so obsessed with my future that I forget to enjoy today. And I think if we're all being honest with ourselves, this might be something you might struggle with too. Many of us have been waiting to just get out of high school and then we will be happy and find joy. Maybe you're that person that's waiting for summer to be happy. Maybe you're waiting for that relationship that just might fill you up. Maybe some of you are waiting for a new job, to finally start a family, to finally move out. Maybe you're just waiting to leave this small town to find happiness. Maybe you're waiting for healing. Maybe you're waiting for forgiveness, waiting to get through this difficult season of life. You think, maybe if I just make it through this, then I'll be happy and find joy. Many of us here today have just been waiting to graduate and start the next season of our lives. We think, maybe just then we can find happiness. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with looking forward to your future and being excited about your dreams. However, I want to encourage you to not let fear or anticipation of your future distract you from the blessing today is. Instead of always looking to what's next and saying, maybe then I'll be happy, we could shift our perspectives and to find joy in the journey. Joy through our struggles, joy through our pain, joy through our healing, and joy each and every day. What if instead of waiting for the hardships to pass by, we shifted our perspective and instead of facing them with resentment, we face them with gratitude? Instead of avoiding our past and trying to forget our hardships we faced, we could shift our perspectives to understand that everything happens for a reason, and without our struggles, days like today would not be as special. What if we focused on living in the now and being thankful for every season of life, because truly in the waiting, God is always working? What if we shifted our perspectives and started to appreciate our struggles by realizing that no matter if our experience is positive or negative, there's always a purpose for our pain, and hopefully someday we can help someone else because of our struggles? What if we realize that there is so much joy in the now, in this very moment? What if we learn to enjoy the good, the bad, and every moment in between? So, to each and every person in this room, just enjoy today. That's it. Be where your feet are. Your future is bright and beautiful. There is no sense in worrying about what is next. Be in the now. And now to the class of 2024. If you get nothing else from this speech, I hope you can remember this verse that the Lord has led me to share. It comes from Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. May God bless each and every one of us as we take the next step in our journey.
Thank you, Brecken. At this time, Cameron Nethaway will share his thoughts with us as a senior scholar.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cameron Nethaway. I'm the second of 4 senior scholars to be talking tonight. And I'll try to keep this brief because it's not getting any colder in here. So here goes. Our final year here at McBain is now coming to a close. 13 years for many and 2 years for some. One thing that I think we all can relate to is deadlines. I don't know about all you, but I did my best work right before it was due. Even a speech. Now, I may have done all my work right before it was due, but I would have rather have done it earlier. All the essays, all the homework, all the late nights struggling to get the AP calculus in, struggling into the wee hours of the night, and for what? All of that to get us here today. And if there was something I would want you to take away from my speech today, it'd be that you should not have regrets in the future. When I look back on my time here at McBain, I think about the opportunities I missed. Everything from sports to dances to electives. I always just passed them by. But now I'm realizing that I missed out. I missed out on making new friends, meeting new people, and learning that there's more than just the comforts at home. You can't change the past, but you can shape your future. What I'm saying is that when you have an opportunity to do something scary that seems enjoyable, don't just pass it up. Don't let people, peer pressure, payoffs, or even your own procrastination hold you back from trying something out of your comfort zone. From my experience, trying something that goes bad leads to less regret than if you didn't try it in the first place. As we all head into the future, remember to take chances, even on a lottery ticket, crap. Sorry, I'm losing it. Remember to take chances, roll the dice, because if you don't, then you might miss out. When we all leave here tonight, I ask that you make sure to try out that club. Try that weird, funky smelling Thai food that may look appealing, and make sure to try living outside your present comfort zone, even just a little. Because life is too short, and if you don't spend your time doing what you want to do, then you might end up regretting that you didn't do it for the rest of your life. Now, to end off my rant, I'd like to bring out a quote that has been near and dear to me for many years. When one door closes, another door opens. But we often look so long and so regretfully upon a closed door that we do not see the ones that have opened for us. Alexander Graham Bell. I'd like to thank you, class of 2024, and wish us well on our next endeavors. Cameron Ethaway, signing off.
Thank you, Cameron. Each graduating senior who has earned a 3.0 or higher grade point average during their high school years has been awarded a Gold Honor Cord in recognition of this accomplishment. These honor students are indicated on the back of your program by name. Seniors with Gold Honor Cords, please stand to be recognized. Congratulations to each of you on your accomplishment. We would also like to celebrate each graduating senior who has excelled at the Wexford-Misaki Career Technical Center. Students must maintain an A or A- grade in their senior year, as determined after the third marking period in their technical program. These students are recognized with a blue and white honor cord to signify their high level of academic performance in a skilled trade program. Seniors with blue and white cord, will you please stand to be recognized? Congratulations to each of you. We have several students who have been accepted into membership with the National Honor Society. These students have demonstrated outstanding scholarship, leadership, character, and service to their school and community. Each member is wearing a stole in recognition of this outstanding accomplishment. NHS honors are indicated by name in your program. Seniors with a stole, will you please stand to be recognized? Congratulations. At this time, I'll be presenting a few special awards that we reserve for graduation night. The first is the Bruce McNally Award. This is presented in memory of a former athlete. The award goes to the top female and male seniors that have shown outstanding qualities as athletes and have demonstrated outstanding athletic accomplishments during their high school years. These students also excel in the classroom with their studies. They define the essence of a student athlete. The recipients are chosen by our coaches and athletic department. This year's winners of the Bruce McNally Award are Carson Murphy and Brecken Cotter. Will you please come get your award? Up next is our Fine Arts Award. The Fine Arts Award recipient is chosen by our music department, Mrs. Neverith and Mrs. Wiggins. For this award, a senior musician is selected that has dedicated themselves to being patient, honorable, and inspirational to others in the field of music. This student has participated in both band and choir for all 4 years of high school. This year's Fine Art Award goes to Trey Boven. Next is the Peter J. Vandepol Award. The Peter J. Vandepol Award was established in 1975 and is presented to a senior who is considered an outstanding all-around student. Mr. Vandepol was a teacher for several years and then superintendent, who guided the McBain school system through several consolidations for an additional 27 years. His leadership was instrumental in making our district what it is today. Mr. Vandepol retired in 1972, and his legacy lives on in what has been traditionally our most prestigious award given to a graduating senior. The winner of the award must be active in many school and community activities, have high academic performance, be of service to others, have outstanding character qualities, and must present personal poise. McBain High School staff were asked to nominate seniors that exemplify the character of Mr. Vandepol: dependability, resourcefulness, positivity, leadership, and citizenship. The finalists are then interviewed by a panel of school administration to select the winner. The award winner also benefits from the generosity of the McBain Rural Agricultural School Foundation Scholarship in Mr. Vandepol's name. It was established in 2014 by an anonymous McBain graduate in honor of Peter J. Vandepol. This year's recipient will be receiving a scholarship of $3,000. I misspoke last night. At this time, I'd like to introduce our 4 finalists and ask them to stand for recognition. Trey Boven, Brecken Cotter, Trenton Gladue, and Amelia Scheel. Please join me in congratulating them for being nominated. The winner of the Peter J. Vandepol Award for 2024 is Brecken Cotter. At this time, I'd like to invite Keegan Weaver to share his thoughts with us as a senior scholar.
Hello, everyone. I hate to say it, but the last few speeches made mine look like I bought it from the clearance section of Dollar General, but, you know. So, today is the day that we've been working hard to achieve for about 13 years now. Not only did we grow as students, we have also grown as people. We started our time in high school amidst a global pandemic, and a lot of us had struggled because of said pandemic. Loneliness, boredom, personal loss were all but a few struggles that we have endured. Now, when I look around this room, I see people who have grown into individuals that are comfortable and happy with who they have become. And for that is, well, it deserves recognition in and of itself. We have gone from throwing rocks at each other on the elementary playground to throwing these funky looking hats into the air on the, yarding a little bit here. Although I cannot guarantee that things will be easier from here on out, I can guarantee that we have gotten through a lot of horrible circumstances which have brought us all together as a sort of community within the school. For that reason, I am standing here in front of you all. Friends, friends who've been there since the beginning, friends who I've picked up along the way, people I tolerate, family, and everyone in between. I am here because of the support that I have received from you, and from that reason, I am grateful. During my time in high school, to nobody's fault but my own, I was actually in the lowest point in my life. But because of you, I'm here as happy as can be. And, I'm not only happy, I'm actually here showing more emotion than sarcasm, so also deserves a reward. Although I'm excited to finally be doing something I want to do with my life instead of something I'm legally required to do, I'm still going to miss this community. I'm going to miss, as I said, friends, family, people I tolerate, et cetera, et cetera. And, those who put up with my stupid and sometimes inappropriate jokes throughout the years. But most of all, I will miss the kindness of the teachers that have showed me respect and, allowed me to become the individual that I am today. Of course, what I'll also be missing is the really good food they have at Kelly's. I'm going to miss getting lunches there, but what I will not be missing is, of course, the smell of rank manure in the morning and getting late to golf practice because of tractors. Sorry, Mr. Martini. But regardless, like many of you, this place, as flawed and smelly as it is, it's my home, and it'll always have a special place in my heart. And it'll continue to be there as I continue throughout my life. And although we're all going in our separate ways, I hope that you all remember your time here as fondly as I do. And remember, don't say anything I would say. Have a good morning, a good evening, and good night. Congratulations.
Thank you, Keegan. At this time, Mackenzie Zeiderveen will share her thoughts with us as a senior scholar.
Here I am, the fourth graduate to give a speech. I wasn't really planning on giving one until we were all called to the office and everybody stared at me like I was supposed to. I am a victim of peer pressure. I am no stranger to being last due to my name. For those who don't know, my last name is Zeiderveen. Being in the back gets a bad reputation, but it has its perks. I always know where my name is on a sign-in sheet and where to stand in line. My favorite days in elementary school were the ones where we walked in reverse alphabetical order to lunch. I loved watching Caden Abrahamson walk to the end of the line while I got to stand up front. It's moments like these that give us the opportunity to shake up our lives a little bit. I will never forget when my name was called first during senior night, which never happens, and my dad was late walking in, because once again, that never happens. He always talks about how he regrets choosing work over basketball 50-ish years ago, and he missed going to the state finals with his team. I'm sure it was nice for him to finally experience the bright court lights and everybody's eyes on him as he ran across the court to walk with my mom and I. As we move to a new chapter, we'll come to realize it's okay not to be the best at everything. There will always be things that we excel at and things that might seem impossible. When our class first practiced the walk you witnessed when we first walked in, that took like 10 minutes, I realized how hard it is for some people to walk with any semblance of rhythm. Some of them made 2-year-olds look like professionals. We will learn that everybody has their strengths. Some might be better at walking, but those who couldn't walk were better at modifying their trucks. Each example is currently probably sitting in the parking lot taking up 2 spaces because they thought tires don't belong under a truck. We will continue to find these skills as we go through life. They may be earned through hard work or sheer chance. There will be moments where we are humbled in our failure and grow because of it. We will become our own people. Some of us will stay in this small town, others will branch out and move away. I don't know about the rest of the class, but I plan on moving somewhere where I'm not asked which Zeiderveener I am, or if I'm Yuck's daughter when I get pulled over by the cops. That happened twice for those curious. To end this, I would like to take some time to thank all the teachers that got us here today. I would like to give a special thank to Mrs. Hamlet for showing us that it is possible to still have strength when life seems so impossible. I've never seen anyone go through as much as she has in 1 year and still light up rooms when they walk in. I also have to give a special thanks to Mrs. Utek. Without her guidance, I would not be graduating today with over 40 college credits, and I am truly thankful for that. I would also like to thank her for letting me have coffee in her room. I don't think I would have made it through AP Physics without it. Anyways, congratulations to the class of 2024. We finally made it.
Thank you, Mackenzie. That is the end of our senior awards and senior scholar addresses. Now we will transition to handing out our diplomas. But before we do, there is a very important statement that I must read to make this day official. It is my honor and privilege to present to you on behalf of our Board of Education, our Superintendent, Mr. Scott Acom, and the faculty of McBain High School, these seniors who have met all the requirements for graduation as established by the McBain Rural Agricultural School Board of Education and prescribed by the laws of the state of Michigan. Let's hand out some diplomas.
Lou Sowers. Chloe K. Johnson. Tanner H. Stroud. Lydia T. Laraway. London Lijewski Thomas. Madeline Scott Kennard. Emerson Marie Hunninga. Olivia Grace Wilt. Kiana Senna Sabanowski. Madison Lynn Roring. Tessa Ann Ferris. Clara Shirley Cook. Lainey Rufu Rendon. Avro Jade Cortman. Haley Nicole. No. Amelia Shield. Haley Nicole Miller. Abigail Hope Sycamore. Chevy Lynn Sluter. Karen Michelle Jimenez Reyes. Mallory Bunting. Rowan Xander Insing. Haley J. Hamilton. Tyler J. Hubbard. Haley May Bonham. Savannah Scales. Nathan Cucci. Shauna Eisinger. Jesus Ugarte Gonzalez. Skylar Youngs. Mariah Pluger. Brittany Reyes Garcia. Elena Kate Eisinger. Landon Matthew Keller. Levi J. Sluter. Kason Brock Whitbeck. Taylor Marie Agar. Tessa July Felsk. Adine Janelle Overman. Jose Chavez Martinez. Mackenzie Ann Reed. Carson Ray Meyering. Brecken Sylvia Gildy. Mackenzie Elizabeth Zeiderbean. Oscar Diaz. Trent Gary Bowman. Trey Gary Bowman. Caitlin May Brick. Mia Bonico. Cameron Nethaway. Jeremiah Thomas Quist. Logan Leonard Madison. Clayton Engelwright. Caden Herndon. Ryan Bell. Karma Rain Levine. Juan Ramirez. Jacob Billett. Logan Roby. Rebecca Jean Smith. Brecken Joelle Cotter. Leah Marie Thompson. Hayden Harold Abrahamson. Carson Christopher Murphy. Benjamin Harold Tripp. Brock Joseph Grimsley. Trenton Dennis Gladue. Avery Todd DeRider. Trey Allen Bode. Ryan Loke Kirkby. Brett Douglas Bentham. Evan Drew Haverkamp. Cade Weaver. Mason Edward Renucci. Bryson Arnold Powers. Cole Gordon DeRider. Keegan Charles Weaver. Blaine Houston. Michael Payne. Cassie Ann Sycamore.
Thank you for my ducks. In a moment, I would like to welcome Trenton Gladue, our class president, who will close out our ceremony with a few words and lead our graduates in the turning of their tassels. Please note that at the conclusion of our ceremony, our graduates will walk out to their class song. We invite you to find a spot for a picture of their caps thrown in the air out in front of the school near the flagpole in the grass. Our graduates will be taking the long way around the exterior of the building, giving time for those of you who'd like to carefully transition out between these back doors out into the lawn. At this time, I'd like to give some special thanks to the following individuals who put in so much time and effort into this whole ceremony. Heather Short, my administrative assistant, Megan Watkins and Melanie Schmid, our counselor and social worker in the high school, the amazing tech deck up there for everyone to see, Mr. Gary Vanna, our senior class advisor, and our amazing custodial staff who make this all come together and look wonderful. Would you please join me in thanking them? With that said, I welcome Trenton to conclude our ceremony.
My name is Trenton Gladue. I'm the president of the class of 2024, and on behalf of the seniors, I would like to thank all of you for being here tonight. For many of us, this is one of the most exciting days of our lives. Over the years, our class has been well supported by many of you here and many who are not here. I would like to point out a few special people who have always been there for our class. Judy Gildy, thank you for always capturing pictures of us in our various activities. We appreciate all that you have done for our class. Mr. Gary Vanna, thank you for making sure that each part of our senior year was perfectly planned out. Thank you for being a good sport every time we forked you, even when you watched us do it. You have put a lot of time and effort into our class, and we are forever thankful. Mrs. Short, thank you for always printing everything we could ever need, even if we ran your account out of money. Thank you for all the effort you put into the yearbook. We also thank you for providing us with snacks and a listening ear. Thank you for loving our class, even if we forked your yard and wrapped your car. Mrs. Watkins, thank you for the time you put into ensuring all of us were set for graduation, as well as helping us with any problems we ran into. Mrs. Hamlet, you have been a light to our class. You have shown us what perseverance and strength looks like. You never turned away a student needing to talk, and you always had advice. Thank you for hosting us on Senior Prank Night. You hold a special place in the hearts of the class of 2024. Mrs. Kennedy, thank you for always being there for our class. You also never turned away a student. Many of us have shared laughter and tears in your office. We love you. To our bus drivers, thank you for always being ready to drive us wherever we went, especially to the UP. We appreciate you. To our janitors, thank you for cleaning up after us for the last 13 years. We didn't always leave the building clean, but we're thankful that you did. To all the staff at McBain, thank you for pouring your hearts into our class. We are forever grateful for you. We are blessed to be Ramblers. To the class of 2024, congratulations. We're about a minute from officially graduating. For some, the last 13 years have been amazing, and for others, not so much. Regardless, it's about come to an end. Take a look around. Seniors, take a look around. The gym, look around. See all the people that are here for you today. Many of these people have been supporting you since day one. Always remember, someone in this room will always have your back. The future is yours, class of 2024. We are the future. I close with this. You are the future of the world. Be a light, shine bright in the darkest of times. Remember, if you do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Congratulations. Seniors, if you'll please stand for the turning of the tassel. It's stuck.
Wish I didn't drink all of that blast first. Wish I made it to homecoming. Got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought. I felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars